What's up, everybody? My name is Lilo Key, and you are watching Somewhat Intelligent, episode something.
He put 24 inches on the Cadillac, so no everywhere he goes, who the hell is that? Watch he blowing up my phone when he don't call.
Today I'm going to be going over my song, All My Friends Are Famous. This song, this is a bit of a different song for me, honestly. Like, it's over the last 2 years. I've been watching the sound of rap change, and all of these other genres have influence into the genre that I love first and foremost. I kind of had to shift my perspective of, like, back when I started, I made almost strictly like rap without much melody to it. So when this more melodic sound started taking over, my first reaction was fear, frustration. Like, I'm not a natural singer. I don't have a voice for that. And I was scared, honestly. I was scared that, like, maybe I don't fit in to this new style of rap music, the direction that music is headed. But after a while and working through some things, it became apparent to me that this didn't have to be a negative thing. Like, I didn't have to have existential dread within the genre and worry about everything. Instead, it could be an opportunity for me to play around, get out of my head, and try making different kinds of music and experimenting with different sounds, push my voice to the limit, my singing abilities to the limit, and see what I can create. See if I can write in new fashions and do things differently than I'd done up till now, and kind of reinvigorate my love for music. I grew up in a big way on this kind of music, like the whole pop, punk, skater rock, whatever you call that. And to kind of have a resurgence of that and to see it, I thought, I always kind of had this thought in the back of my head. I feel like I could sing something in this vein. And so I just decided to go with it. And this song came about pretty damn quickly, actually. I heard the beat, and it immediately took me back to when I first moved out here to LA. When I was living in New York City and starting to find myself in the music industry, connecting with more and more artists and everything, all of those, the people that I met, the influential names that I connected with, it was all online. So I didn't see anybody face to face. That's not the scene out in New York City. When I moved out here to LA, on one hand, I had to find new friends. Like, I had to find new people to connect with and new studios to go to and stuff. And one of the first studios I went to out here in LA, it was a home. It was essentially in the back of a home, and it was kind of a makeshift setup and stuff. But as soon as I got there, we started working on music, but then we were chatting, and they told me that, like, just a few days ago, Arizona's Airbase was here. That was right around when Roxanne was dropping, and the studio owner was like, Arizona was just here last night, like, gave me the whole rundown of how Roxanne came to be, how it blew up online, the campaign that they did, and was just giving me names of, like, different people that had been through the studio. And it was a really interesting experience. It stuck with me, just hearing about, like, these names and the stuff that I've seen online actually in real life, in person. And the studio was cool because we did a lot of work outside in the garage, and they had a big pool there. And then I met a bunch of videographers and, like, basketball players that came over and stuff after we were done our session. And we were all just hanging out, and I was like, this is an experience that's going to stick with me. So when I heard this beat, my mind flashed back to that experience and just being in that environment with the pool in Malibu, working with these people, like working in person with these people that I'd only known up till then online. Throughout spending more time in LA, I met more people that had immense followings of their own. These little memories kind of all came together in this song, and it just gave me a concept to work off from. So the verse starts off,
All my friends are famous, all their lives seem so outrageous. Dollar signs thrown in their faces, I feel like I don't belong.
The first time that I went to a TikTok house, I was working with this artist who I met through a mutual friend of ours. He was an actor that was moving into the music field and had just made this song that started blowing up on TikTok. I have a strong marketing background and know how to market music, know how to push my own music, and have done it for a lot of other artists as well. And so I met with him, and he asked me, like, hey, or gave me the rundown of what's going on with the song. He's got 500 or so TikToks that have made a video to his song. Can I help him make it go viral? So we did. So we made it go viral and blew up the song across TikTok. Had all kinds of famous TikTokers, Charlie D'Amelio, Ellen DeGeneres' DJ, all these players from the LA XFL team. It was crazy. It was really cool to see and be a part of. And we got invited to some TikTok houses out here in LA. And it was one of the most awkward experiences that I've ever had, was just going there and meeting all these kids with like millions of followers each on this platform that I'd only like visited in terms of marketing a song on. Like I never really used TikTok in a social media kind of way up until then. And I just felt so old. Like I'm not even that old, but that just made me feel so old. Like all these kids, and I'm sitting there, I just feel like I don't belong here.
I thought that I'd get mine one day. It's not that I'm not glad they made it and bring me around for all occasions, but still it's not me they won.
Part of the reason that I felt that way about the TikTok house is I wasn't there as the primary artist. I went with my friend who was invited. And so I felt like this is cool. This is a sick experience. Not many people get to do this kind of thing in LA. But I can't be content being the side guy, like the manager. That's not me. I know I could find success in that field. And maybe that's the long-term goal of everything that I'm looking to do. But I need this for me. I am selfish. I am in need of attention. And I just really think people got to hear my music. I think I got something. And I just can't get that out of my head. I got that QB1 mentality. I need it to be me. Give me the camera. Put the camera here. Put the camera right here. I got something to say. And I got a pigskin to throw over those mountains there.
I want to put 24 inches on a Cadillac so that everywhere I go is who the hell is that?
I want to have like a Bay Area lowrider, big rims on an old-fashioned Cadillac ride around LA. That's not as big here as it is up in Northern California. And I just want to be riding around and have people turn their heads so over the top that it's obnoxious. But you got to take note. Because LA, everybody cares about everybody's clout. So I'd be the most obnoxious. That's what I want for myself.
Have her blowing up my phone and never call it back. Don't she know I'm blowing up so I can grow a tattoo? Oh no.
I want to be so busy. Have my phone filled with text messages from Jay-Z. Like I forgot to respond to Jay-Z. Oh, Will Ferrell. Sorry, bud, I should have given you a call back. I want all that to be flooding my phone so much that I just can't call this girl back. I just don't have the time. And that makes her want me more.
Late nights I spend wasted by some pool in Malibu. I don't know who this house belongs to, but it's about to get ran through.
Alcoholism runs in my family. I've dealt with it a bit firsthand, and I know in my experience, like when I feel down on myself, I got two choices. I can fix my surroundings, fix my environment, make what I want to see happen, or I can fall into that kind of trap of like just getting drunk with all these people around me that have what I want, and I'm not doing it, but I want it so bad. It's kind of ironic that this is the subject matter of this song, and this was the song to make all those changes in me, because it feels like an end of an era of me feeling like this.
I told him going, fuck it up, blow it up, all my friends around me blowing up. I would thank you all for showing up, but I know they're not here for me. No, I'm no one.
I want to be a good host. If I'm involved in the hosting party of a party, the hosting group of a party, I want to be a good host. I want to thank you for coming, for attending our gathering. But in this kind of situation, I just can't help but feel like you're not here for me. If I wasn't here, you'd still be here, because I'm not the main attraction. And that's pretty much it. I love this song. I think this was a song that I feel differently about any other song that I've made. I like this style. I like incorporating the melodies and the catchy hooks and stuff. And it's changed the way in at least a small part of how I make music now, and how I have made music since doing this song. And I'm psyched for you guys to hear this record. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. If you got this far, thanks for taking the time to listen to the song before watching this. Or if you haven't, go check out the actual song. Again, I'm Lilo Key, and this is this series, Somewhat Intelligent.